Hello again, everyone. This is Mr. Smith, and this is 3.3 scatter plots. First of all, a scatter plot is a graph that shows a connection between two variables. The points in a scatter plot often show a pattern or a trend. A trend can be described as upward or downward. A relationship between variables must be described more specifically. For example, the relationship between the salary of a person earns and the amount of income tax they pay can be described as a person's salary increases, the amount of income tax she pays increases. Julie gathered information about her age and height from markings on the wall in her house. I want you to label the axes and plot the points on the grid. First, I'm going to label the axes and then let you guys follow. Take a moment now to copy down the labeling of the axes. Now we're going to start filling in the information that we need. We have age 1, height of 70. So at age 1, that's halfway to the 2, height of 70. So I'm going to draw my first point here. So for age 3, height of 93. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to get it as accurate as you possibly can. So age 3, careful not to put it on age 2. Age 4, height of 98. So age 4, 98 is going to be a bit higher and closer to that 100 mark, but not quite touching it. Age 6, height of 118. Age 6. It's going to be very close to the 120, but not quite touching it. Age 7, height of 127. So height of 127 is approximately here, and that's on our age 7. Age 8, height of 135. So at the 8, go up to 135. That would be about halfway between the 130 and 140. And then age 9 is 140, so it's going to be on the 140. Then age 10, 148, so it'll be close to the very, very top. And that's what your graph should look like. Notice that the points, as they go from left to right, they go up. So we would say that this trend is upward. We can describe this as age increases, height increases. So as your age increases, your height increases. The independent variable is located on the x-axis, or the horizontal, and the dependent variables located on the y-axis, or the vertical. Notice that the independent variable normally comes first in the table of values. In this relationship, the independent variable is age, and the dependent variable is height. Example 2 has the number of cans donated by the class to the food drive was recorded over a 10-day period. Now this isn't a running total, it's how many are donated per day. So first we're going to label the axes and plot the points on the grid. Take a minute now to make sure that you copy this down. Okay, now we're going to actually start filling in our data. So on day 1, we had 63 cans. So day 1, 63 was around here. Day 2, we had about 28. Just about here. Day 3, we had 59. So that was very close to 60, right at the bottom. Day 4, we had 43, so just over the 40. Day 5, we had 16. So, right here. Day 6, we had 8 cans donated. Day 7, we had 51 cans donated. Day 8, we had 30 cans. Day 9, we had 46. There's 40, 46 is about halfway, just a little bit more than half. And day 10, we had 75, so 75 would be here. Is there a trend in this data? What do you think? No, there's no trend, because the points are scattered. Is there a relationship in this data? Answer is no, there is no relationship in this data. In this situation, the independent variable is the day, because the day doesn't matter on how many cans are donated. The number of cans donated matters on which day. So this would be number of cans over here, number of cans. In season 7 of The Biggest Loser, Helen lost a total of 140 pounds. Her weight over time of the course of the season are recorded below. So it goes by week. Label the axes and plot the points. So don't get too far ahead of yourselves. Make sure you just copy down what I'm doing. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves with the vertical axes, we're going to do a little symbol. It looks like a lightning bolt. We're going to use that, and make sure you do that as well. Save us some time. So our vertical axes, I don't really have enough space to write out what it is, but that's our weight, and our horizontal will be our week. So now we need to plot the actual points, so make sure you get everything copied down, and then we're going to plot out the points. So week 0, we start at 257, so 257, somewhere around there. Week 2 is 237. Week 3 is 230 exactly. Then we jump to week 6, which is 211. Week 8 is 198. Week 9 is 189. Week 12 is 172. Week 14 is 169. Week 15 is 161. Week 17 is 149. Week 20 is 133. Somewhere around there. And week 22 is 117. So right about there. The trend in this is downward. And we say this because it starts off really high, and then as we progress through the weeks, it goes down. Describe the relationship in this data. As the weeks go on, her weight decreases, because with each following week, her weight actually goes down. In this relationship, the independent variable is the week, because the week doesn't depend on the weight depends on the week. The more amount of time that she had, the more she was able to lose weight. And the dependent variable is the weight. And then we have a note at the bottom, the lightning bolt symbol. Looks something like that. Is used to break an axis. Notice how we didn't start at 0 and count all the way up to 110. We started with 110. The reason we do this is so that we can save space. Because obviously this woman's not going to get to the weight of 0. It's fairly impossible for anyone to do that. So we're just going to assume that the lowest healthy weight that she will be at is 117 approximately. So she was able, so we should start counting at around 110 just to give us a little bit of space, and then we go up from there. So that's the purpose of that break symbol. It looks like a lightning bolt on your axes. Okay, that should be enough for 3.3. If you have any questions on the practice, make sure you let me know, and have a good day.